Good morning. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Good morning. Sashi, good morning, love. I'll be right with you. Good morning. Oh. Oh. Good morning. Good morning. There it is. That's the end. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Whoop, whoop. Wait a minute. That's not the right one. Sorry. Boop. There we are. Good morning. How we doing, Sashi? And then the others that are watching. Jennifer, good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, good morning. I love the beaver emojis. They are catching on. It's so fun. I love it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've got my coffee, or good afternoon, depending on where you are or whatever, with the official Miah time. Nope. Coffee talk. Sorry. Coffee talk thing. And we're kickstarting off. Kickstarting off? No. This is the kickstart. This is the start. I don't care. This is the start of the MiahThon. Now, for those of you that have set your reminders, you're going to notice, and I'll mention it a couple times during this morning stream, this coffee talk stream, that there are 2 days of the MiahThon for several reasons. First of all, we're very lucky that the MiahThon was even able to happen this weekend, and I'll get into that in a moment. But today is going to be like the devil is literally going to fart today. It's going to be hot as shit. So, because of the fact that both Foodie and the Duchess, they do wear wigs, and they're very, they talk about that. And heavier clothing, well, not necessarily Foodie, but the Duchess definitely does wear different clothing. It's just not going to be possible today for that. So it's tomorrow. Good morning, Grammy. Good morning. I love it. I love the beaver emojis. So today is going to consist of our coffee talk now and our Shimones and singing tonight. And then tomorrow afternoon, early, mid-afternoon, is going to be lunch with Foodie and evening tea with the Duchess. So that's one reason why. The second reason is because it was brought to my attention that I do, in fact, consume food during the Foodie parodies, and food and shimoning do not mix. Food after shimoning, absolutely. Before, not so much. So, and especially with the nuclear medication I'm on, it's going to be extra, not so much. So, for me to do Shimones, honestly, I have to not do Foodie today. So, we get a weekend, 2 days. The MiahThon is for my bestie, Shelby. You've seen her. Most of you have seen her during Shimones and Singing. She's come on a couple different times. And she is currently in New York City, Mount Sinai Hospital, where she was airlifted with multiple organ failure. And I have a brand new update for today. She has sat up and sat on the edge of the bed and was doing her physical therapy. So she did take one step the other day, but it, sitting up for the it's like for a longer period of time, I guess, than the standing. So that was excellent. And they're encouraging her more to use her voice and get that all going. So we're still going. We're still going up on that road to recovery. So prognosis or recovery prognosis is, we don't know. It could take, it's all, you know what I mean? It depends on her, you know. Pernia, hi, sweetheart. How are you, darling? Moni, hi, love. Can't say because I'm leaving to see my mom and spend time with her. Excellent. I love that. I'll try to pop in when I can. Looking forward to Shimon's tonight. Absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. Well, thank you for popping in, and give your mother love. Give your mother beaver love from us when you see her. Okay, honey? Enjoy your day and spend as much time with her as you possibly can. Absolutely. Thank you, my love. So it's what it is, Jennifer. It's amazing news. And like I said, what's kept me from just is the hope and these daily updates. And every day, you know, even though there might be a little setback here and there, everything is going amazing. So if you see the pinned comment, in lieu of this whole weekend, in lieu of any super chats or super stickers that anybody might send, there's the link to her GoFundMe, and any amount is amazing. So don't feel that you have to, obviously, but if you do, thank you so much. The family appreciates it, honestly, because it's going to be a long road ahead. So but she's got so much support on and offline. It's amazing. So amazing. Michelle, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Edgar Poe, darling. How are you, sweetheart? Absolutely. And I will continue to share updates via live or community posts. So it's so encouraging. It has to be encouraging for her too, to see each day, you know, getting one step closer. It's tiny baby steps, but at least they're steps closer. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? I almost missed it. Oh, Dee Dee, baby. No. Don't be missing it. So again, if you notice, things have changed on the times, but even this morning changed because I slept through the alarm, and I was like, I've got to do this, and this before I do live streams. So let me see. Yeah, that's not going to work. So, but we're here. At least we're here, you know. I know that some people in the past, the pet peeves have been things like this where I change times and stuff, but that's life. You know what I'm saying? I can't, we just like regular people, like oh my God, whatever. Just like everybody else, shit happens, and here we are. But tonight's going to be super fun, super fun. It's much needed, I think, for a lot of people. And if everything works out, those of you that have followed me for a long time and know about my beloved Fran, if things work out, you might be in for a surprise tonight. A little surprise. But I'll get into that later on tonight, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so what's going on with everybody? This is Coffee Talk Let's talk about things. Let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about issues. Let's talk about Hollywood. Let's talk about everything. What are we doing? That's right, Dee. Shit happens. Shit happens. What can we talk about today? Happy July 1st, even though it's, 4th of July, but whatever. Happy July 1st. I don't know if is this considered 4th of July weekend? I know that some people celebrate, like some communities celebrate um the Saturday before or the weekend before the 4th. Um I don't know. I would say it is 4th of July weekend, but I'm not sure. I don't know anything when it comes to that stuff. I know that the surrounding communities were up in the air with that stuff because um, the weather here. Well, first of all, we're on alert. The air quality again is on alert. Um, but like there's like this 50-50 chance of like sudden downpours. So they're trying to figure out what to do like with the parades and things like that. I don't know. I don't go to them anymore because I don't do anything much with the community anymore. But as of right now, or as of the last 8 years, but caregivers have to adjust, honey. They do it all the time for me. I know it's crazy. It's crazy and just shit, crazy shit. Just like yesterday, um, I was on frantically, frantically messaging our very own Mary Grace because we've been having weird like electrical things. And so the electric company came yesterday and they said, XYZ, it's actually a fire hazard. We have to cut your power. And we're all like, oh, what? I mean, we got Mama Dukes with her, machines and or machine and just the cat, everything, the animals and whatnot. And so long story short, um, we had an electrician able to come. This was like toward the end of the workday, right? So we had an electrician come, they fixed it, and then the power company came back and turned it on. But I'm literally like, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I go, we have a generator, so power itself would be okay. I'm like, but does like do like the phone chargers and everything? Does that pull a lot of electricity? Because I keep my phone charger on my phone so the battery doesn't die. And then of course the other phone for Shimone's is singing for the music, right? So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? And she's like, I don't know. I don't. You might have to cancel them or whatever. And I'm like, she's like, maybe you could do like one or two or one or something. It was funny. Oh my god, it was so funny. But luckily, it was funny now, like afterwards. When it was happening, it wasn't no funny. But it's just like, of course, the day before, of course, this happens. So, but I'm glad everything's fixed because, yeah, that would be a no bueno, no bueno at all. One of my dogs got killed. My other dogs are depressed and got them a puppy that survived the storms. I am so sorry, Dee Dee. Yeah, the animals do feel that. Yeah, absolutely. Puppy that survived the storm. Well, I'm glad that they have a new friend. Absolutely. Happy Canada Day or Canada Day. Absolutely. I didn't know, but happy Canada Day, guys. All the Canadian people. Good morning, honey. How are you? Yes. How are you today? Good morning, S. Hogan. How are you, sweetheart? That's horrible. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. I can imagine you were. I can imagine you were, Dee Dee. That's. I don't know. I think it's like one of the one of the top things, the worst things that we have to go through as humans, I think, is like the passing of a fur baby, because you get so, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel like you get more attached than you do with other humans. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's awful. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm glad to be back too. It's like riding a bicycle, right? It's like you just get on it and go. Get on it and go. I know, honey, but you know what? Your fur baby knew you loved her, or him or her. I'm not sure which one, but they knew. Even though you sometimes we do that, I get after Beller and Clover there, but they know I love them, and I know that they love me. So um sometimes they get crazy. The two of them, oh my goodness. At first, when Clover first came, Bella was apprehensive, like, who this bitch, and now they play and chase each other, and sometimes it's cute, and other times it's like, oh my gosh, go to bed, just go to bed, please. Especially 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and all you hear is all this noise, and it's like, just please go to bed, please, I beg of thee, to taketh a sleepeth. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So I got my coffee, and I got my backup coffee, because I know that I've learned from the past that 1 cup of coffee during a coffee talk does not last. So my backup coffee in my Muppet container cup, which my sister got me a few years ago for Christmas, had it made. And I love it. The only complaint I have, and it's really not that big of a deal, but where is she? There she is Miss Piggy. The picture for Miss Piggy. Ugh. I'm such an 80s kid, because like the 80s Miss Piggy, the design is my favorite. The 80s design. If anybody's a Muppet person, you know that some Muppets, Miss Piggy especially, has gone through some changes throughout the years that she's been, around. And yeah, the this particular one I want to say was like the 2010s Miss Piggy, and it's a no bueno for me. I'm just like, that's all. They made her really like much thinner. Ugh. And I'm like, Miss Piggy's a pig, she said. You know what I mean? The old days were the best, asshole. I really do. Oh, Hagen, I'm sorry. No, no, Hagen, I'm so sorry. I called you Hogan. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call you Hagen. All right, I'm just gonna say Hagen. Sorry, but you're right. The old days for me, honestly, they were the best. Like growing up in the 80s and the 90s was the bomb. Like I don't know. It just seemed more, I don't know. I want to say innocent, but it was pre, the internet and cellular devices, and you had to you had to um actually, like, you didn't have a lot of privacy unless you had your own phone in your bedroom. So when you're talking to friends, like everybody in the house could hear you, type of thing. And I can remember even my sister, because my sister was a teenager in the 80s, and most of the 80s. And I can remember her, getting a phone call and then making the crawl up the stairs with the phone, and the phone cord would just be stretched right up the stairs so she could have as much privacy as she wanted. It was funny. It was good times. It was. The Muppet Show. Yeah, and the Muppet Babies. Me too, Sashi. Me too. And I don't care what anybody says. The Muppet Show was the best, aside from the first three Muppet movies and Muppet Christmas Carol. So like the first four. Okay, and Treasure Island. So the first five. Uh, besides the first five movies, the Muppet Show was the bomb, the best Muppet production. I It was just too much. It's too funny. It's so funny, and I love like going on YouTube and finding the behind the scenes videos of the Muppet Show and stuff. It was just, it's like if you're into puppetry and puppets and the Muppets, it's like your mecca. My aunt's nickname was Miss Piggy. She really looked like her. Rode a motorcycle. Really? Oh my god, that motorcycle scene in Muppets, The Great Muppet Caper, was the bomb. And back when I was growing up, like as a kid, I thought the Muppets were real. So like the scene where she was crashing through the window, and of course they used a full body, or maybe it was a real person in a suit. I don't know, because they've done that before with certain Muppet scenes. But I always thought the Muppets were real. And after I found out they were puppets, I was like, oh, so there really isn't a talking frog and a talking pig. What? It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, the 80s were the bomb. Of course, my memory starts in 85, really, when I was 5 years old. So I had half the 80s, but they were still the bomb. And of course, the 90s was the old teenage years. Oh my God. Crazy times. Crazy times. But nowadays, I don't know. It's just with social media and with everything available at the click of a button is crazy to me. Because I can remember, having to research stuff and having to go to the library and, using the encyclopedia and I'm sure most households that you guys' households had the Encyclopedia Britannica. Absolutely. 100% use that encyclopedia. But now it's like, oh, let me just Google it, you know. Um, and now that I don't remember the name of it, but now I guess you can like type in a topic and they can like write a whole paper for you. Obviously, schools are not allowing it, which is good. But it's got to be extra hard on the teachers now. They got to, oh, Jesus, let me make sure, I don't even know how they would. I don't know if every, like if 5 people typed in uh, the history of peanut butter, I don't know if they get the same exact paper. That would be easy for them, the teachers, because they'd be like, yeah, there's literally 5 papers that are like the exact words, but I'm not sure how they figure it out. Okay, Grammy. Okay, my love. We'll see you soon. Love, love, love. But yeah, it's crazy. Times and times it's crazy. The smell of the books, yes. Yes. And when I was in kindergarten, um, it was awesome because there was two identical schools that were built in somewhere in the 1800s or early 1900s. And my mom's mom, my grandma, actually went to the same building that I went to kindergarten in. And it was awesome because we were separated from everybody else. Celebrity juicer, hi, sweetheart. Ooh, listening while shopping. All right. Enjoy your shopping, sweetheart. And the school, there was like a must smell, but it was like the best smell ever. And I can remember going back because I would go visit my kindergarten teacher was my inspiration. And I can remember visiting her every, Christmas or every beginning of school year, Christmas, and then the end of the year. And that smell is just, I don't know. But we had the old cranking machine for the copy machine, and the blue ink, and I don't know, the smell of that. Like if I ever could smell that, it would just bring me right back to kindergarten. Crazy. My daughter brought home some friends home, and I was playing records, and her friends were like, "What are those?" I almost fell over. The kids had no idea what the records are. I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And one of the coolest things that my younger friends, my niece and nephew, not friends, but my niece and nephew, would think is like out of this world, is taking the dual record cassette thing and making a copy of the record onto a tape. And then, you can go from that to CD and then that to MP3 or whatever the hell. And, but they were fascinated that you could play this round record thing, whatever that is, and record it onto a tape. And, the first time I ever did that they saw, was I was doing a show, and originally the director, Miss Fran, wanted me to do Kate Smith. And those of you who don't know who Kate Smith is, years and years ago, she was called Miss I think she was called Miss God Bless USA. And beautiful voice, and she sang many other songs, back in the day. But she was famous for going to stadiums and stuff and singing God Bless America. So we were doing a variety show, and Fran decided that she wanted me to be Kate Smith. And so I didn't know who Kate Smith was, right? So I went to a record store and I got a CD, and I sat in the car and I put it in and I pressed play, and I'm like, no. Because her voice, very, like really, really high. I'm like, I cannot, no. There's no way in hell that I'm going to be able to do that. So I was researching some things, and I came across, oh God, what's her name now? She was called Last of the Red Hot Mamas. And she was like 40s, 50s, and 60s, or 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. She had a voice like this, and she talked like this. Very, isn't that awful? Well, anyway, I found her, and normally I don't know, my brain. So I was looking for, CDs of hers, and I couldn't find any. But my Mama Duke's best friend had a record. Anyway, she was a genius who was fat shamed. Yeah, she was fat shamed. So you can tell why, they wanted me to play her because I'm fat, whatever. Anyway, no, not Mama Thornton. Oh my God, what is her name? You know what? Let me do a quick thing here. Hang on one second, because it's gonna bother me unless I do it. So let me just do it here. Google Last of the Red Hot Mamas. Let's see. Last of the. Sorry, guys. Red Hot. Sophie Tucker. Isn't that awful? Jesus Christmas. And you know what? You can go back in different lives, and I've mentioned this particular story before, and I'm like, oh, Sophie Tucker. And now, anyway. So I was Sophie Tucker. I found Sophie Tucker. So I listened to the music and I was blown away because she spoke sang, but she had some of the funniest shit. And I'm like, it's insane. Like it's even funny today, in 2023, it would be funny to me. And so I put, I picked 3 songs, whatever. Anyway, the point of the story is I had to go from the record to the tape so I could, have it, because I had to give the record back, obviously. And I needed something to just keep listening to so I could do it. And they were amazed at seeing that, because that was the first time they saw the that process, and they were like, what? And of course, during their time, it's CDs, so they're like, okay, well, whatever. So anyway, they were amazed about it. But yeah, I know she did, but I know Sophie Tucker, honestly, was one of the funniest people I've ever seen. Like, older people, not older, but you know what I mean. Back in the time that she was famous, she was very, very funny, very funny. So luckily, um, I got away with it, because to do Kate Smith, it would not be a great thing for me. I could just imagine me up there trying to do God Bless America, and I'm like, no. And that was the first song I heard with God, because that's the one that was one of the ones. There was 2 songs they wanted me to do, and that was one of them. It was God Bless America, and I listened to it, and I'm like, I ain't hitting them notes. You out your mind. I am not hitting them. Ain't happening today. No way. Right. Fat then wasn't really fat. Fat then was like you were yes, you were beefy, but it's not like today, which we're gonna talk about that too today, because the something that's really, 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 really getting my goat and pissing me off about that thing. So many of her jokes. I've used some of her jokes myself. I don't think I've ever done it in a video, but I have in real life used some of her jokes. And let me tell you something. They still got a laugh. They did. And I gave her credit, obviously. But they got a laugh. And I'm like, amazing. So, okay. So the fat thing. Recently I've been doing watching like little TikTok videos. I've gone down a rabbit hole of different topics. And one of them, is this fat phobia bullshit. Okay. Look, this one heifer, and yes, I am speaking as a heifer, so, but this one heifer says that she should have free extra seats on the plane, right? What's your baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. So we're talking about fat phobia, okay? So this one heifer, she's like, I'm fat. I deserve 2, 3 seats, whatever, for free. And I'm like, bitch, no, you don't. No, you do not. I don't understand that. The thought behind that at all. And it's like, I'm a fatty, and if I need an extra seat, then my ass needs to buy that extra seat. Not given that extra seat because I'm fat, right? And like making airline or pathways bigger. Just because you're the size of the Chrysler building doesn't mean that planes have to fix their shit. I'm so sorry. Not for you. No. And fat acceptance and stuff, no. No. I'm not saying that overweight youth needs to be bullied. And I'm not saying anybody needs to be bullied, but if you got a joke about a fat person, or you watch a video about a fat person falling and you laugh, which I do as a fat person, or you're disagreeing with the fat phobia bullshit, do it up. Do it up. It's crazy. We're fluffy. Yes, we're pleasantly plump. We're fluffy. We fat as hell. Yes, we are. Okay. I don't know. It bothers me that TikToker, and I don't even know who her name is. I don't even care what her name is. But the fact that she was almost demanding free seating because she's fat, it's like, no. I'm so sorry, but no, you do not. Mae West, come up and see me sometime. Mm-hmm. And you know something, DD? I watched a thing on Mae West, and I was so surprised at some of the stuff that she got away with, that they kept in the movies and stuff, because the innuendos are there. You know what I mean? Yes, EC has a price. The airports aren't for phobic. They are running a business. Exactly. Oh, they are fat phobic. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. It's like if you need 2 or 3, if you need a whole row because you're so ass fat, then you buy that whole row. I am so sorry. You just do it. Or first class. I heard first class seating is bigger, but the only time I've ever ridden in a plane, I rode coach. So. Oh, wait a minute. Hi, Faith, sweetheart. How are you, darling? How are you, love you, sweetheart. I wouldn't bully someone over being fat, but yes, I do think people have to pay. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm getting ready for my yearly PSA on the fat people and their clothing. So once it gets warmer, that's when my PSA comes out. Don't worry about your typos, honey. I do it too. We all do it. Nobody's perfect. Well, some people think they're perfect with spelling and typos, but they're not. So, entitlement, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I know who you're talking about. Chantel brought up her TikToks while gorging on Taco Bell. Yes. Yeah, she's all over. This TikToker is all over. And, I don't know. There's like mixed feelings on it. There shouldn't be mixed feelings on it. There shouldn't. It should be like, bitch, pay for another seat. Just pay for another seat. Sorry. How was it, Grammy? How was it? All your stuff. I hope it was good. The summer spa, yes. If I can't drive, I'm not going. I've never been on a plane. Oof. I was on it back in 1996. And that was the first and last time. First and last time for me. Nobody's Buddy's Nerf dick. I love you, Faith. That's right. That's right. Some people think they are, but they're really not. So it's all good. My typo had a typo. I know. It's okay. It's still early. You know what I'm saying? It's still early. I have typos all the time. Have you seen my Twitter? Okay. I have many grammatical errors and typos. I don't know, whatever. But I'm not paying for the blue check mark. Okay? I'm not. If I ever become famous, I'll pay for the blue check mark. But I'm an insignificant person in the grand scheme of things. And I'm not paying just so I can edit my Twitters. Okay? Which I think, honestly, Elon, if you're watching, which I know you're not, but if you were, that's bullshit. We should be able to edit for free. Come on. Come on, Elon. Come on. Excellent, Grammy. Good. Yes. Are you, YT, are you like good enough to, or not good enough? Are you good enough, YT? Are you healthy enough to join us tonight for Shimon's and singing? Because I know you've been sick, and I'm glad that you took in the time off to recoup, because it's not good to keep going when you're sick. I got bumped to first class once. They overbooked and gave your seat away. Oh boy. Not good. Not good. I mean, that's good that you got the first class, but not good that they overbooked. Not good. Crochet, my darling, how are you, sweetie? How are you, darling? We were just talking about that fat girl on TikTok that demands extra seats on the plane, or thinks that she should have them because she's big. And what I get a kick out of too, honestly, is like when someone like me, who is fat, talks about other fat people, and people get their underwear twisted. They get their panties in a bun. When, oh, how can you say that? You're fat too. That's exactly right, bitch. I can say it because I am fat too. Okay? And I do. I have a lot of opinions, and I definitely share them. Definitely. And I'm not saying that anybody has that you have to, be mean to overweight people or bully them, but when they do shit like that, no. Do I have a ukulele? No. If it's what you're talking about, or if I think I know what you're talking about, no, there will be no apology video with a ukulele. Oh, that hand in man. Woof. No, baby, but if I could, I would. Okay. If you Crocheter shared, I think it wasn't a TikTok. I think it was a TikTok. Just prior to me coming live, and Captain, hi sweetheart, how are you, darling? And it was a very, 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 very good looking handyman that just wore like a vest, and he was very well put together, very well put together. And yeah, if he could have been if he could be my handyman, I'd be like, don't you want to be my handyman? Yeah. Oh my. Sunshine Granny, hi sweetheart, how are you? Good morning and welcome. It's Karma B, hi sweetheart, welcome, welcome. Waiting to get paid, new job will take me another 2 weeks until I get paid, and I will do. Thank you so much, I appreciate that, honey. You don't feel like you have to, but I appreciate it, and so will the Shelby's family. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And welcome to the Beaver Gang. I don't know if you've been here before. Your name doesn't seem familiar, but welcome. And if you have been here, welcome back. All guys or something like that. Who mama? I bet, baby. I bet. Let me tell you something. Exactly. Having you here. There we go. Having you here is a wonderful thing. I am so grateful for anybody who watches and is just here and in support of Shelby and in support of me too, for the channel, but in support of our Shelby, because she means a lot to me. So it's amazing. And it's gonna be a whole weekend now. So it's gonna be good times. Shimon's is singing tonight. And I know I said I was gonna repeat this a couple times, so here we go. Shimon's is singing tonight at 7. And then tomorrow, or Eastern Standard Time, tomorrow in the afternoon is going to be the Foodie Booty Live. Okay. Lunch with Foodie. And tomorrow evening is going to be evening tea with the Duchess. Again, there were a couple of different things that made made my decision. So I talk about it really early in the very beginning. So I'm not going to mention it, but you can maybe go on the replay if you want the details. But weather had to do with it. My ass gonna be hot. Good morning, Bish. How are you, B3J? BJ to the third. No, just kidding. How are you, darling? I got one hell of a handyman. I'll send you his pics. Yes, he likes to pound nails. I bet he does. I bet he does. Come on. Come here. Carson, she's a little tall granny. Love the idea of a big gay basso profundo. Whoa. Hot guys work nights. Yes, yes. I tell you, oh my goodness. Quiet lurker. Well, thank you for being vocal, but thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching. And now thank you for chatting, because we do love our lurkers to chat. We really do. We're not a bad group. Might be messy a little bit. Oh, I hate using that word because of that human mattress, but we are a little messy. Salty at times. Sometimes rude. Whatever. But always fun, I think. And we always have a good laugh, or 2 or 20 or 30. All depends. But we're a good group here. Yes, we do get into yes, we do get into some things sometimes. And sometimes it's brought on by my Twitter, because my Twitter's a whole other animal, right? Sometimes we get into a little controversial stuff. Add a little salt to that. Whatever. I don't give a shit, do you? I mean, if you do, I'm so sorry that you do, but I don't give a shit. Just a tad salty. Just a smidge. Just a little. Sometimes a lot. I don't know. It all depends on my mood. It depends on my mood and the topic. Sometimes, the topic will be, and I'll just be blasé about it. Sometimes I get a little heated. Sometimes things really piss me off, and we got to talk about it. We is salty, pass me the pepper. That's right. But we're in a quote from American Dad, sometimes we're too hot for the pepper. Just sometimes. Too hot for the pepper. Isn't that the quote? It's too hot for the pepper? I think that's the quote. Yeah. Spicy or a tad salty. Yes, we got our spices with White CR, and we got the saltiness with Miah. That's right. You're a tad spicy. And you know what? We could do a song. The like the Osmonds. I'm a little bit spicy. I'm a little bit salty, yeah. We can do that. Why not? I only tweet and I don't comment because, hey, fuck all that. Yeah, I get it. I do both. And sometimes it's a little too much. But yes, please thumbs up this. Please, it helps with the algorithm thingy, Her world, hello, sweetheart. Hey, party people. Well, we're timid at the moment because it's coffee time, Hurl. But party people, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Party people, okay? We're going to try for our 8 or 10 hours. I don't know. We're going to try. We def have to do right. We definitely have to do a duet. Absolutely. We can write a song. Okay. Yes, can we welcome Hurl, please, to the Beaver Gang? Okay. Girl, my twin. Yes, y'all's is twinning and winning. I love that. Twinning and winning. Yes. We are where the wild things are. Ooh, that's a good one. We are where the wild things are. Just come to the Beaver Gang. You can come in our den, but bring a pen. Cause Miah gets a little too drunk to write down the suggested songs. Yeah. Wait, there's an algorithm? Don't know her. Never met her. Exactly. Right? I met the algorithm about 2 years ago. And we were good friends for a while. And then shit happened. And I haven't seen her in a while. So hopefully we can find each other again somewheres. Yes, get them nappers in this afternoon. Definitely. Because we are starting at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard. My God. You'd think it was like 7 in the morning right now instead of like almost noon. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes. Ooh, double trouble. Ooh, I love that. Hey, you're pretty. Oh, hey, you're pretty good at it, Miah. So let me know if you ever need me to help with that. I will. YTR. I will. But I don't want to, make you do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because then you end up talking mad shit and bullshit about me afterwards, and other people, and it's just no. Okay. Tater, hey, how are you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. 1 a.m. Austria time. No one cares. We care. We so care. We care about you. Wow, thing. You made my heart sing. Yes. Just a sub. Hello, sweetheart, and welcome. So what else can we talk about here? Everything is open. So what would you like to talk about? I like you too, Bash. I like you too. What else pisses me off? Oh my gosh. Can we talk for a second? And really talk? Now that Pride's over and we're assessing, the Pride stuff. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know how I feel about different things. This is not my pride, okay? As a homosexual, as I am, this is not my pride. And the snake cigarette ring, it's right here. It's right here. I know. Hang up. And several things, have made it that way. And several things have really disgusted me. And some things have been happening for like years, but it just, I can't. So, oh yes, we can talk about that too. Absolutely. Maybe after a brick hole. Ooh. Oh, caftan? Absolutely. I know you do, baby. I know you do. I know. I'm so glad it's over too, Karsten. But one of the things that really bothered me is how people thought it would be okay to expose their titters and stuff at the White House. And yes, let's talk later about that because I never saw that. No, I did not. But I'm talking about the White House incident. And the person in question was a trans woman. And decided that it would be okay to, shake them titters without a top on. And free the nipple, I guess, is one of the things. And I'm all about, like, if you want to have your boobers out, do your thing, whatever. Because it's legal in places and whatever. But when you're invited to the White House, no matter who, is president and all that stuff, one should have a little bit of class and decorum. And whipping out the prosthetic fun bags. I don't know, not prosthetic, but you know what I mean. The fun bags is not the classy way to go. And I just think a lot of stuff like that is taking away from the actual trans movement and making it look very, very bad. And I think it's a good time, and it's really not. It's really not. It's horrible, honestly. And it's one of those things where, even though the apology was made, I don't feel, I saw clips of it. I don't feel it was a sincere apology. It was one of those apologies that is like, okay, I have to apologize so I can, like, I can get back in the good graces of everybody. And then, there was no actual sincerity to it, I don't think. But I don't know. It's just, it's one of the, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that was going on during Pride that just made me sick, honestly. And it just was not representative of what Pride was meant to be, or was. I love the gays, but Pride Parade is too sexual for kids. Yeah, it was bad. It shouldn't be, honestly, it shouldn't be sexual at all. Like the parades and the events. I don't know. Because that's not what Pride is about. It's about, it drives me nuts. Zeus say this and all that kind of twisted shit. Oh boy, I don't even know. It's the end of the month. Sneaky as fuck. Mm-hmm. No tits, but we can have an asshole. No. We always do, honey. We always do. Don't matter who it is. They all assholes. And she didn't know that the White House is not part of Washington. It's government, federal property. Well, some people don't even know that that DC is the capital of our country. So I don't know. I can't help. Just represents a priest for showing your ass. Yeah. Stuff like that. And look, my thing on religion, and it's like, still to me, that's disrespectful. But I don't know. I don't know what the end result is going to be. I have a feeling that this year, Pride year, is the beginning of the end of Pride celebrations. And it's very disheartening because for decades there has been fights for the rights and equality, and what the spectacle is just, it's too much. It's too much. And I think it's going to be, this is like the beginning of the end of the Pride. No more for animal abuse. Absolutely not. Sorry, not sorry. My grandkids have gone to Pride with my daughter every year since they were babies. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of it is true, like, insanity. And I'm sure PETA will stay silent on the zoo. You think so, YTR? I don't know. Why would they stay silent on the zoo? Oh, right. Never mind. I answered my own question. Never mind. I know what you're saying. Never mind. I don't know why I asked that. I don't know why, because I'm like, what? Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's and we just let it we let it happen. And there's the group that will complain about it and make it known, but it just happens anyways. But I truly do believe that this is the beginning of the end of the Pride Month celebrations. I really do. Nebraska Pride is decorous outside of the bars. Dangerous because, hey, red state and all, but cowboys are not so judgy. Yeah, right. It's the most likely group of people to be judgy are usually the only ones that aren't, or the majority aren't. You crunch that ice, baby. Get that ice, Siffy. My sister brought out ice for Siffy. She likes to eat it. She crunch. I don't know if you can hear her crunching it, but it's hysterical. She loves it. Also, for people telling me I can't have an opinion on it and call me a phobe, I'm part of the B in the acronym, so I can have a say. Well, correct. As I am the G in the acronym, and I absolutely can have a say as well. But like I said before, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times, the obes and ists are thrown, just used, are just thrown around, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, whether anybody agrees to it or not. But it doesn't make you an obe or an ist, unless, if it's horrible, if you are an actual obe and you're like, don't let them gay marriage, stuff like that. Yes. But if you're part of the community and you're like, yeah, I don't subscribe to that, I'm so sorry. Because I don't. Lynn, hi, sweetheart. How are you, my darling? Like the pronouns and all that stuff, I don't do it. The whole thing, just the whole thing. I'm just, no, I'm not doing that. So, when we get into like disease and zers, and I don't know, there was a TikTok, I think it was, I'm almost sure it was TikTok. It was either TikTok or Instagram. I don't know. And they were, their pronoun was Lorax from the Dr. Seuss book, because they sometimes feel fuzzy and warm and kind and they're, I don't know. So and I'm like, I go, you come at me and say my pronoun Lorax, I'm calling MHU, okay? Because that, I know that's too much. It's crazy. Good morning, Lynn. Oh, I already said good morning. Oh my God, isn't that awful? Good morning, Lynn. Hush, we have. But yeah, it's just, whatever. People can do what they want to. They're going to anyways. But I don't have to subscribe. And just because I'm part of the community does not mean I have to agree to everything that's going on. And it's just like with shit on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might like somebody, a creator, or a group of creators, whatever. And just because you like them doesn't mean you have to agree to everything they say, right? But for some reason, we're in this whole mind frame that you have to subscribe to everything and say you have to. And that's such bullshit. Coming out as transparent, my pronouns are who, where. Exactly. My pronouns, I don't give a shit. When it comes to minors, they should be exposed. Shouldn't be exposed to the sexual things happening. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. When I saw that whole bondage whipping thing, I'm like, what are you doing? The college towns are good for love, but not crazy. I have a daughter and a Dill who are, yes, and a great nephew, his trans, and I stand up for them. Beyond that, I love my friends and family. Exactly. And I stand up for true trans people 100% because gender dysmorphia has got to be one of the most nightmarish things to have to go through. And for these fake trans, which I call them fake trans because that's what they is, you coming at me as a whole ass man saying you a woman. Sorry, not doing that. Can just, oh, I'm a woman today. And it's disgusting because it makes the whole trans life, a person who's trans, it's like, actually we go through all this shit, and it's got to be awful. It has to be a nightmare. It just, to me, it mocks them, but whatever. You can marry same sex, you can get surgery to change your body, have some rights as a straight people. That's quality enough. If people can't act respectful, then yeah, arrest them or get their wallets. Exactly. Yes. I'm sorry, Grammy. I read it like the wrong way. But yes, I know, love. Adult play should have that, and when done in public, it shouldn't be done in public. Like stuff like that. Like if you go to like a club or something and it happens to be, what is it, BDSM or whatever, and it's a club and that's public, good, that's fine. But that is a kink and that is not pride. I'm sorry, it's not pride at all. That's a, in the bedroom act or whatever. That's not pride. Shouldn't be seen out in the public on a goddamn, what was it, a truck trailer, whatever, with the cheeks and all. And it wasn't even that too. It was the why is pride all of a sudden almost practically naked? Like what is that? That's not representative of what pride is. It just isn't. If it was, we'd all be in them bikini shorts walking to Walmart every day or going to school or going to work. And it's like, that's not representative of what pride is. Q plus for every kink and they want, and it's now a guy. Yes. And that was another thing that it was mentioned. The last thing I saw, it was mentioned like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. The divorce, the official, not official, but the divorce of the LGB with the rest of the alphabet mafia there, And after seeing a lot of shit this year, I am like, let's do it, whatever. If it happens, great. But It's time for the LGBT people to really stand up and use a voice, because if we don't, we're going to have the entire alphabet, and none of it makes sense to me. None of it does. And you can call me ignorant, you can call me whatever you want. I don't give a damn. It don't make sense. When I look at pansexual, it's exactly the same thing that describes a bisexual person. Exactly the same thing. So, are you making bisexuality irrelevant because I can be pan now, which is exactly the same thing as being bisexual? I don't know. It's crazy. They're using the Q+. Oh, I already read that. Mama Dukes is doing good. She's doing good. Matter of fact, she just woke up a few minutes ago. I saw her in the doorway here. So I'll be cutting this one, ending this one pretty in a few minutes. But she's doing good. Just trying to keep her hydrated and everything as the heat gets, worse and everything. But she was barking at a kid with a leash. Yeah, it's not for me. Exactly. I understand. Jay Harrod, hi sweetheart, how are you? Happy weekend and early 4th. I thank you. Same to you. Same to you. I'm ready for tonight though, y'all. I'm ready for tonight. We'll have, what we'll do? Maybe one day we'll have a panel. What I'd like to try and do is get like two other people, on from one side and two from the other, one day, and try and have a adult discussion, debate, whatever, on the subject, because I think, again, I think that this is the beginning of the end of Pride. I really do. And that's going to suck for a lot of people who, maybe Pride is the reason they come out of the closet. Maybe, and people come out at different ages. So I don't know. It's a sad day if that's the case. But just have, again, have a very adult, no heat, no, everybody yelling, because I guess we've seen within our communities these panels where people are yelling and screaming, and it's nonsense. There's no reason for that. And it just, I don't know, it's not entertaining to me. But what we got here? I've tried. That's why people call me names about it. I don't know what. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. Kink isn't the same as orientation. Exactly. That's one of the biggest points, Grammy, that people have made. As what my buds in the kink community tell me, and it's not just the kink community. It's the LGBT part of the community, and actually even the T. It's like, this is not. No. Mm-mm. I'm apparently a part of the kink community because I am an amputee. Oh, I'm all like, okay, as long as you're kind. Well, I think I'm part of the kink community too because of being fat, but that's a fetish or whatever for some people. But I ain't all about that stuff. I want to worship your rolls because, ooh, baby, just let me flippy flop them. Now get out of here with that shit. I don't think people will want to talk about it. I mean, oh yeah, well, that's I don't know. That's why I said try and find. That's why I said try, because oh, there's a train. Oh, it's loud today. Things get ruined by a few. Exactly, Didi. And that was the other thing too. It's like one person can literally ruin it for everybody, and it's like, I don't know. It's just too much. People about pride. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. People have brought pride so far. It's a shame these new ones are trashing to look. Yeah, trashing the look of it. Yeah, absolutely, Sunshine Granny, 100%. 100%. And like I said, that these new people are ruining everything for everybody in the end. And it's just like the what I call the fake trans, right? It's like you have people supporting you because you're trans, because they feel that they have to, or else they're going to be canceled, right? And of course, cancel culture, that's a whole other entity of bullshit. But for me, I've been down the rabbit hole recently. That's what got me like seething with on different things. And I was even called a transphobe because I said that I wouldn't date a trans man. And not for nothing, some are good looking. Some of them are amazingly looking. I'm saying poof. But the fact of the matter is that if I got involved with a trans man and it was, getting to the time where it was getting to the time, um, they're missing one very crucial, important part that I, as a gay man, want. And so it's one of those things where, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, then I guess I'm a transphobe because I don't know what to tell you. I want the ween and not the cavern. That's just me. But, or, well, actually, really every gay man, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, I have one friend who is Zer, and I love my friends, so I will be respectful of Z pronouns after years of loving goodness and standing up for others. I'm going to be supportive, and that's wonderful, and you can, and that is a beautiful thing if you want to, and it's fine if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you could say, well, you need to be educated on it. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have to participate in that as a person. But I don't care if anybody else does. I don't give a shit if you do it. That's fine. It's not gonna change. I don't change my opinion on you just because you support the pronouns, or if you have a specific pronoun. I don't change my view on you either, because that, to me, a pronoun does not. That's not who someone. I mean, it was whatever, but it's not who someone is. You know what I'm saying? If they're a kind, loving person and they're in the community and they do stuff for the community, and they're, just an all around good person, and they say their pronoun is, you know, a toothbrush, then that's great. I'm not going to call you toothbrush. I'm not going to say toothbrush went to the store, but I'm still going to love you. I don't care, whatever. Right equipment for me in order to date someone. Right, exactly, Jay Herod. And that's right, the Willie. And but that's transphobic to most to these people, to people, just in general. And I'm calling bullshit on that because it's like not so much. And lesbians are being attacked, and bisexual people are being attacked, and because they won't date trans people. And it's like, I'm so sorry. You guys are either missing or, you know, um, in some cases have something that they don't, this one and this don't want, and that I don't understand. My daughter came to me and said, Pride is not Pride anymore. She told me to take down our Pride flags. Yeah, a lot of people did that. And this year, I mean, I never put one up, but this year, I said, it's not my pride. It's just not. I saw so much insane stuff, and it just, I don't know. It turned me right off. And I think it's become too corporate too. I mean, everybody puts out pride stuff, and it's like, oh my God, Can we just stick to Skittles, please? It was already rainbow colored. I sing like an amputee. I can't hold a note. Can't carry a tune. Oh my gosh, right? What was it? You can sing fine. Everybody can sing. I don't care what you do. But people are just selfish and rude. Lack of meaning in their lives. Life is more than kinks and even just regular sex. Get a hobby, helping people. Yeah, it's like Texas One. Hi, sweets. Hi, darling. Welcome. Morning. Um. Well, that's the thing too. There's 1,000 of them. It's hard to remember that stuff. I don't care. So it's like, it's Debbie Price. Hi, sweetheart. Does not make you phobic towards anything. Exactly, Debbie. Exactly, and welcome, sweetheart. It doesn't make you phobic to anything. Your preference is your preference. That's why you're gay, or that's why you're a lesbian, or that's why whatever. Um, I mean, it's not all about that, but it's a good I mean, it's one of the top reasons why you're like, I'm gay, because I like men, but I like men. You know what I'm saying? Oh, stop, Debbie. I'm old. Way too many fifis these days. Oh my, yes. Fresh flowers. Hi, sweetheart. That's okay. I'm gonna be ending it in a few minutes anyways, because Mama Dukes is up. So but yeah, the fifis, the fifi thing is getting out of control too. It's like, I get there are a lot of people out there that can't just let it go, or if something is said, they have to cry about it for like 7 years, or whatever. And I feel bad for them. I do. The majority of them. Some of them do it, for attention. Well, a lot of them do it for attention. Let's be honest. But I feel bad for them, because life is much better. Honestly, it's easier, not easier. It's I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it's better when you can just let it go. You know, I mean, I've been called every name in the book. I've been all the slurs, all the fat slurs. Okay, good for you. You called me a fat ass. I am a fat ass. I mean, it's true, right? I look in the mirror. I know. Okay, I know. You ain't telling me nothing. I ain't already known. I don't know, but you're right. It's crazy. It's like, the idea is, how can we sell as many T-shirts as possible in June? Yeah, in June and July. Yep, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but that's the way the world works. They take something, and if something is popular, or in the public, whatever, they take and roll with it. Ironically, the stirs are used more by the SGWs. I know, right? The same people that are like, no, no, no. Boy, will they come after you with shit. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Money grab for a few crazy people at the top. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's anything, karma will be it's a money grab. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's happened for decades, but excuse me. Um with different things. But this it's crazy that it's like that, but 'tis the way of the world, darlings. T girl, hello, sweetheart. You're late, but you're here. You're late, but you're here. Oh, humans, and wish we could all do better with each other. Exactly. I wish we all could too, but the fact is, it's not gonna happen. I mean, let's be honest. Um, World peace will probably never happen in our lifetimes, or ever. And there's a lot of there is a lot of hate. There is a lot of hate in the world, but there's also a lot of hate, placing hate on people who are trying to make sense of stuff, you know? Um like everything, really. You know, it's like this is here, but we need to make sense of it. Like let's look at logic. I know that logic and reasoning and common sense are way out the door, but let's hi Scott, hi Sweet, welcome straight. um but okay, it still exists, and the people that use logic and reasoning are the ones that are getting damned and canceled, and you know, and it's absolute insanity. And I watch, you know, I've been not watching, but I've watched those middle ground videos, you know, and hearing personal stories and this and that and the other. And it's crazy the thinking, the mindset of each side sometimes, you know. Um and I think that we as a society have gotten to the point where um if it's right in front of your face, you still don't see it because it's not popular, or it's not the majority, or you're scared to get canceled, or you know, you're up and coming or trying to be up and coming, and you don't want that opinion that you have to follow you, you know. um but we just need to surround ourselves with people who are positive and want the best for us. That's why I try. And I do the same. But it's when you're it's when people's opinions of a certain thing that they're trying to show the rest of the world, you know, become this negative thing, because that's the way, you know, if you have an opinion and it's not of the majority, then you're wrong, or you're this or you're that, you know. um I think a lot of people are just going along to get along. Exactly, that's what it is. Everyone wants to be heard but do not want to listen to others' thoughts. Exactly. Or when you have that opinion, you have that thought, it turns into an argument, which it doesn't need to, you know, because just because I yell and I'm louder than you, I'm right. No, that's not how it goes, you know. And unfortunately, you see that in a lot of debates, especially public ones. You know, who can yell the loudest? The group that can be the loudest is the group that's right. But again, I mean, with the LGB yada yada TQ Shimona Mona Mona, um, I just hate that just because I'm gay, I have to I people assume that I subscribe to everything. And when I say I don't, you know, I'm like the devil. But I'm one of many, 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 many people, both silent and loud about it. But I'm many. I'm one of many that feel the same way. And I want trans rights for true trans people. The fake trans, absolutely not. No, no, no. I can't personally wake up, or I can, according to what's going on these days. I can wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm a woman, and that's perfectly fine, even though I know I'm not, and I'm not trans. But I could throw a dress on and a wig or whatever, my natural long hair, And that's great. That's fine. That's wonderful. You're a woman now. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. These true transgender people go through hell to get where they are. And they go through the therapy. They go through the whole process step by step by step by step by step. And then you got people like, I know I brought him up before, but Dylan Mulvaney, right? Who did it as a joke. It took off on social media. And now here he is, But now he's I don't even know what he is today because he's changed like 17 times. So I don't even know, but you're trans, it's mind boggling, but it's okay. It's okay because he's trans, even though he's not. And I will die on that hill. He's not. Just like pizzas. You know how I feel about that. Squeaky wheel gets the oil. Yes, yes. Yes, I agree. Sometimes people are so adamantly against something or someone because it hits a nerve in them and they aren't ready to admit to it themselves. That's true. That's very true. You just need a pitchfork next time people think that of you. I know I need that. I know I need a pitchfork. Totally. A bevosexual. That's what we are. Is that what we is? Bevosexuals. You're on the beaver gang. You're bevosexual. They used to have mental health help alongside, but they don't even do that anymore. That's true. That's true. And squeaky wheels need some lube. They sure do, Granny. They sure do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going, but anyway, that's my rant for now on that subject. All right, it's 12:30 here, so I am going to get going and get Mama Dukes going. She's been up now for a hot minute, so I'm gonna get her coffee and everything, and get everything ready for tonight, which is Shimon's and Singing at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring your BYOB, okay? Whether it is adult beverages or tea, orange juice, whatever you're drinking, babies, bring it along and let's have a good time, okay? Yes, Mama Dukes, yes. Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I will, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank all my moderators for doing what you do, because you know what? You help me out every time, and I love it. Everyone get the requests in. Get out of here. I almost read that. Get their Aber requests in early. Yes, I will play Aber tonight, okay? And I will try not to throw up. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, guys. And thank you I already said that. For joining. And 7 p.m. tonight. I will see you there, guys. All right. Love you guys. Have a good afternoon. Oops. Hi.